oh, I want to look good, but looking good is subjective person to person. And if you want to dress for success, now we're talking more specifically within your world. You have a little bit more definition for what success looks like for you. You have it pictured out of what it looks like. And also, you have trouble grasping the elements of dressing for what success looks like for you. And since this isn't your area of interest, or you just thought about just showing up with the latest and greatest fashionable wear, that's not opening the doors for you, and you're getting real tired of it. In a world of remote working and being a viral sensation randomly with your image is actually more important now than before, because your colleagues, family, boss, anyone all can see you. And it may not go away from the internet. Just a food for thought for you. I know this subject gets on your nerves, or it's just overwhelming with who to listen to, but I want to give you 8 reasons why you should dress your success in style and kind of just make things a little bit more easier with this list. So let's get this party started. I just want to advise, I am very careful about giving broad-based guidance because my approach is holistic and specific to the individual, so they can get to the root of the problem and not mask it with the get fly quick scheme or follow the fashion, aka what the masses have been feeding you. All right, so we are kicking off our second episode of 2025. I'm feeling really, really good. Man, oh man, I've been working really, really hard on the back end of the business and also just doing a lot of training. But I'm also just making sure that I'm dressing for my success because I'm still out and about. I haven't been accepting any clients just yet, if you're listening to this in January, but I am starting to develop some new clienteles, building my network in my new area. If those of you who are new, I just moved to the DMV. I'm a New Jersey native, but I'm a DMV transplant, so I just moved back here. This is not my first time, but this area is new for me. So while I'm doing that, I created this amazing workshop, but I also wanted to just kind of just dive in and give you guys a little taste. It's not even a little taste. I think it's just a preview of what we're getting into for the workshop on February 27th on why you should play up your fashion and dress your success in style. This is definitely more focused for those who are just business minded. That's either for personal or for professional brands. You definitely want to show up for yourself. And here are the 8 reasons why I think it's important to do so. So let's get into the first one. It leaves a lasting first, last, and in between impression. I know a lot of you, especially those who read, we always read about the first impression, the last impression. But now that we have social media, which is something I mentioned in the intro, that in between is you never know if someone's recording, if someone's getting B-roll. If you're walking into a party and they're recording something, those are like in between. Those are the in-between, impressions, the duties, the activities that you've been doing. So all of those impressions just are collided together and you just never know. So taking into strategies, consideration on your overall appearance is not just the wardrobe. I'm talking in reference to from head to toe. You are your walking billboard. You are your visual resume. Before you enter the room, before you even talk to anyone, you are the opportunity that can garner someone to approach you. You can garner someone to, start taking you seriously for credibility. The list goes on. So you dressing your success, that can look many different ways because I don't have your background right in front of me or I can't see you in front of me, but I'm just giving you this reason why it's important. And this first one is because it leaves a lasting first, last, and in between impression. For some, the in between may be greater than others because some have a digital footprint. Some don't really have a digital footprint. But again, you just may never know. You may go to a company party or a dinner party and someone is recording and they might get like a 3-second clip of you and someone big watches and say, who is that? Get me in touch with them. You just never know. You know, a lot of people get found like that. So just give you kind of a heads up. This is where we are in 2025 and I'm trying to get you prepared. And it's definitely a way for you to start thinking about it. All right. So my next one, number 2, it shows you know who you are. As a personal styling fashion image consultancy, I really dive into holistic approach. I know that, you know, fashion and style are like the trigger words that people just kind of just think, you know, you help people wear the latest and greatest. But no, I kind of just dive in to align who you are with suitable or valuable things for your life. And this number 2 is very prominent for my proprietary system because it not only adds value to you, but you also just wear you better than you. I am a true believer of confidence is the pulse of fashion or personal style. And when you know you, people can see it outwards. I mean, when they see me out, they definitely see fashion and just confidence. It doesn't matter if I'm just wearing something from Walmart, my little jogger suit set, or if I'm really dressed up. Those words still come across when people meet me. And it's not just because of what I have on. It's just how I present myself from head to toe. So, I mean, are you dressing yourself on who you are, or are you dressing yourself based on someone else? This question definitely to ask yourself. So number 3, you can position yourself a lot better. So this kind of piggybacks the second one. When you know yourself, this definitely falls into you positioning yourself a lot more better. So if I was in a room full of other stylists or, you know, other fashion professionals, because I also just do other areas of fashion, I position myself as in someone who really brands and position themselves a lot better. That's really what my background is. I don't have a degree in fashion. I have certificates, but my degree came from doing market research when I was in the health field. So I incorporate a lot of qualitative market research methods and tools onto what I do for fashion. So for me, when I wear something and when I talk, I'm able to position myself or anyone I work with a lot more better. So when you dress yourself, are you dressing yourself like you're a worker? Are you dressing yourself like you own the place? Are you dressing yourself like, what are you dressing yourself like? You gotta kind of take yourself in consideration. If you're saying one thing and then it doesn't align with what you're wearing, which a lot of people do, actually. They say they want to be vibrant and, you know, fun, but you're wearing all black or you're wearing gray and white. So it's kind of like, which one is it? I know, or maybe sometimes the industry that they're in is very cookie cutter and you can't wear those loud colors, but you can accessorize. Those accessories don't have to be gaudy, but it can be there, it can be present because that can speak to that little spark that you want to bring out. All right. So the next one, number 4, it garners authority or credibility. Now, I mentioned this in the leaving a lasting first, last, in between impression, but when you dress well, when you dress for your success, I want to say dress for your success. I'm saying that specifically because I know we're still back in this weird transition where slowly but surely companies are rolling back, you know, everyone coming back to work for 5 days. Some people, you know, a good portion of women are entrepreneurs. They're business owners. They've started their business, or they part-time entrepreneurs, and then they do like freelancer work, you know, to subsidize their income. So you kind of want to have an ease on what you should wear. So just in case you're out and about and you see a customer while you're doing your freelancer work, you don't want to have that drastic change. It may be a little off, but that off can be humanizing and really just resonate with your customer depending on what you want to do. So needless to say, it will garner attention and credibility because it will show that you know what you're talking about. It shows that you're confident in what you're doing. You are the go-to person, and people want to talk to people who have authority or credibility in a specific subject that they are struggling with. Just like with this, you come to this episode or you come to me because you are trying to position your everyday style in a more suitable way. So how can you garner that respect ultimately? All right. So let's go on to the next one. Number 5. It adds value to your lifestyle and or profession. I cannot really emphasize this anymore. I mean, this is part of what my business really centers around since I've changed direction post-pandemic, but I dress people to add value to their profession or lifestyle. It's mainly professions. That's really what the business-minded people who want to dress for their career and their profession. And then the play stuff, which their lifestyle. So if they want to get dolled up for like a red carpet or interview, or they have like a podcast that they're going on, and the after hours. But that stuff is like stuff that I can do in my sleep as far as dressing. But when it comes to your style, it's just like a zigzag and abrupt up and down. If you guys think of stock, how it just goes all the way up and then it just drastically goes down. So you just wear a ball gown for one day out of I don't know, April, and then the next time you wear it or you call me, it's like November. But what are you doing in between? You don't have a consistent feel, you don't have a consistent look, and people are not really respecting you or finding you credible, which leads into the previous one. So when you dress for your success, it adds in value. Just keep some type of cohesive, consistent type of feel. I know everyone goes through their ebbs and flows in life. We have our different seasons. I mean, I'm going to be a later mom, and my look is definitely going to drastically change versus someone who has their kids at an earlier age. So it definitely adds value to your lifestyle and profession with ease. And so number 6, this increases your opportunities and advancements. I can't tell you how many times I've had so many clients that will call me and tell me, I got moved forward with another negotiation, or they just loved them. And before they wasn't, I kind of just pick my client's brain as far as what they are trying to go after in life and business. Again, like I said, I have clients who are more business minded, and they really use and leverage their looks to get ahead. So your image is truly the door that opens the other door. I mean, if you're going to Starbucks and you open the door and people just they're turning because they're looking at you. And if you just look blah, they're going to turn back around within 2 seconds. But if you have dressed for your success, that stare is going to stay a little bit longer. So that's why that is number 6 on why you should dress for your success, because it increases your opportunities and advancements. Number 7, this boosts your confidence and performance levels. Confidence and performance goes hand in hand when it comes to fashion, because when it comes to clothes, depending on what quality of clothes you buy, I don't support cheap Fashion Nova or Forever 21. I don't support those fast fashion brands, unfortunately, because it interferes with the performance of my clients. You have clothes, those cheap fast fashion clothes, a lot of the times irritates people's skin and they don't even realize it because there's plastic in it. A lot of people don't know that. Again, I'm a fashion professional beyond the stylist. Also, when you are moving around, depending on what type of work you do, this shirt or the blazer is just twisting and turning and just doing all types of crazy stuff. And if you're doing a presentation, or if you are, at a dinner for business development, people are going to look at that and get kind of distracted and not really fully, get what you're saying or what you're trying to show. So, and this will kind of just diminish your confidence and also diminish your performance in whatever you do in life. And also, so when you dress successfully, as far as what's, internally fulfilling for you, as well as adding on to your life goals and opportunities and advancement, this definitely skyrockets what you have going on with your confidence, and people will want to kind of just be around you, and that'll boost your confidence, and you'll want to do more, which will increase your confidence levels. All right, and so my last one, are you guys ready for the last one? The last one is, it's a form of self-care. Yes, it's a form of self-care. I don't see why people think that when you dress good, when you look good, but most importantly, when you dress for success, you are conceited, or you're full of yourself, or just you're vain and all this jazz. When you pour into yourself, your work rate is higher. I want people to think about this, because I'm definitely around people. I'm definitely around the group of people who like to think and be forward thinking, like to have these discussions. So if you don't pour into yourself, how do you think you are going to be? How do you think you're going to look? Not much is going to come from it, right? So if you're dressing for success, you need to get into that mind state of taking care of yourself. And as I mentioned earlier, I come from the aspect of holistic personal styling and fashion image, where I get into from head to toe. And when you start caring for the aspects from head to toe, that is your hair, your skin, facials, foot peels, chemical peels, manicures, scents, your clothes being tailored, being healthy, everything, you start to feel good about yourself. Your confidence is up, your performance is up, the opportunities start flowing, the advancements, this adds value, you're looked at as authoritative or credible or respected. You position yourself differently than what you were the day before, the month before, the year before. You know who you are because you're developing yourself to a better version of yourself. And also you're leaving a better first, last, and in between impression. So I want you guys to just think about that and just let that sink in for you. And let's dive into why other people want to start dressing for their success.
Okay, why I want to start dressing for success. When you dress for success, right, you build up your confidence, making people want to get to know you better and want to admire you more. And also, when you dress for success, it makes you more employable, making you relevant to more opportunities, making you open to more opportunities. So I would love to start dressing for success, because it will make me boost my self-confidence, right, and also make me more attractive and more marketable to others. Thank you.
I want to start dressing for success. You see, I read this thing a while ago that said if you dress for the job that you want and not the job that you have, that means that you'll get the job eventually because you're just living in it. You're manifesting that job eventually. So dressing for success is a real thing, because once you're dressed in those correct clothes, your mindset will follow, and that just means everything else manifests over time.
dressing for success is very subjective. It can mean a lot of different things to different people. The stereotypes, certainly, so far as I think, when I hear when I hear the word dressing for success, is the climbing the corporate ladder, the power dressing, particularly I think for women. That's the image that comes to my mind. Whereas for me, if I was thinking in terms of dressing for a career, I have to dress very differently. I work in the jungle with monkeys in Indonesia. So, suits and stilettos are not so needed there. But I think if you think about dressing for success more generically, rightly or wrongly, we are judged on how we present ourselves with our clothes, how we look. And so I suppose for me, it's how do I dress and what does that mean in terms of how I am perceived by other people? And I'm 42, I have changed my style a lot over the years. I've never been one to particularly follow trends. Never actually had the money to be, to really go down that road of making sure I'm wearing what's in. I've just kind of found my own little way of styling myself, which I'm comfortable with. I seem to get good feedback from, but without having to, read the glossy magazines and really, really go along following those lines. So yeah, I think the question is quite ambiguous and very subjective.
Hi, this is MIIEN here. So why do I want to start dressing for my success? There's a popular saying that goes this way: you dress the way you want to be addressed. I mean, the way you dress has a very big influence on how you'll be addressed in any way you walk in. And I'm a firm believer of the fact that your dressing introduces you when you walk into a place before you even say anything. If you're giving exquisite, vintage, old money, like when you walk in, people know that somebody of substance has walked in. If you dress formally, somebody will know that, okay, this is somebody from a corporate world. And your dressing has a very big say about your personality, about who you are. If you're somebody who is always happy, you're warm, you can translate it in the way you dress, by wearing happy colors, wearing warm colors. You can express yourself through your dressing, just the way people express themselves through music and arts, or drawing, or singing, or through spoken words. I'm also a firm believer that you can express yourself through your dressing. And your dressing is like your biggest introduction. That's the way you introduce yourself before you even open your mouth. So, and a lot of people get to judge you from just looking at the way you're dressed. You might not even get the opportunity to introduce yourself. So it is very important that you start dressing for your success. Being a freelancer, through my career as a freelancer, the way I dress for an interview is always an icebreaker for my interviews. I come looking like I'm in an office. Do you understand? I don't dress, okay, because I'm working from home, I'll dress shabbily. No, I dress presentable, I dress good. I dress like I'm in an office, like, okay, this is my work hour and I take it serious. So when I come for the interviews and they just see me, they are really like impressed with the way I'm put together, my environment, the way I'm dressed, before I even get the opportunity to, talk about myself and introduce myself. And that goes a long way to, let people know that you know what you're doing, you know what you want for yourself, and you know who you are. And not just that you know who you are, you express who you are, and they can see it for what it is. From the way you're dressed, people can tell a lot about you. So it is very important that you put your best foot forward when it comes to your dressing, because it says a lot about you, speaks volume about you. Somebody can just see you walking by. It could be your perfume, and you walk into a room and people are like, okay, somebody really walked in right now. Who is that? That's a positive influence that you've left on people. They like the suits you're wearing. They like the colors you're putting on, your colors that you're coordinating. They like the brand that you're wearing. They like the accessories you're using. They like your makeup brand. They like your sunglasses. They like your wristwatch. It could be your shoes. It could be your handbag. So your dressing is not just something you should take lightly. It's a very big part of who you are, how you get addressed and treated in the society every day as you step out. So before you step into out of your house or wherever it is that you're going to, it could be a virtual meeting, it's advisable that you dress the way you want to be addressed, and you dress the way you want yourself to be perceived. It's a very big part of you. people are go as far as having like a vision board of what they want to wear. And that's not to say they are doing too much. That's people who know that dressing can do a lot for you. The way you dress, it can open doors for you. It can help you to network. It could be it could be that somebody just likes your shoe and they'll be like, okay, I love your shoes. And then you people start talking and you see that this is somebody in the same field that you are in. And then you've made an acquaintance. So you have to really take the way you dress very serious. So I'm a very firm believer of you start dressing the way you want to be addressed. And your dressing has a very big impact on your success in everything you're doing in life. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I'm looking forward to the FaceTime show, the mom FaceTime show by the end of January, and I hope I get to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Consolata and I'm from Kenya, Nairobi, and thank you for this opportunity for me to be able to give my point of view about why I would like to start dressing for my success. So basically, I would majorly say dressing for my success will definitely boost my confidence. It makes me feel more confident, more focused, more powerful. And it also helps me on professional grounds where maybe I need to dress for a certain occasion and feel like I'm a part of whatever is going on a professional background or a professional setup. It also makes me have maybe more opportunities that I can be able to generally venture into with how good or how best I feel when I'm well dressed. And apart from that, I also feel when I'm okay and dressed well, it also makes me very eloquent. And yes, now it comes hand in hand with me being able to communicate well and feeling myself in a way that I feel I'm ready for success, I'm ready for independence. And it's also a way of just contributing and improving my professional background. And also, I can also say it is also something that makes you feel well fitted, and it also makes you feel very motivated in a way that I can be able to just be able to be able to just generally pursue things that are in relation to professionalism. Thank you.
I want to start dressing for my success because how I present myself plays a significant role in how I feel, how others perceive me, and how I approach my goals. Dressing with intention helps me embody the confidence, professionalism, and ambition I want to bring into my life. It's not just about appearances. It's about creating a mindset that aligns with my aspirations and shows the world that I'm ready to step into the opportunities I'm working toward. When I look the part, I feel empowered to act the part and pursue success wholeheartedly.
You have asked me why I want to start dressing up for my success. Here are some of the answers that I came up with. Number 1, I felt like it boosts confidence. Wearing clothes that make you feel good can give you a psychological boost. When you look good, you often feel more self-assured and ready to take on challenges. Number 2, it creates a positive first impression because some of the people judge you based on your appearance, and in many cases, first impressions are formed quickly. Dressing appropriately can help you come across as incompetent and trustworthy. And the last point finally enhances professionalism. In certain environments, dressing professionally signals that you can take your role seriously. This can help you earn respect from your colleagues, supervisors, or even clients.
Hi, I'm thrilled to share my thoughts on why I want to start dressing for my success. So for me, dressing intentionally is more than just looking good. It's about showing up for myself and the goals I'm pursuing. When I take the time to curate my wardrobe with pieces that reflect who I am and where I want to go, I feel empowered, confident, and ready to tackle everything. Success, isn't just about professional achievements. It's about how you feel on the inside. And the dressing, it allows me to align my outward image with my inner drive, helping me make a lasting impression and open doors to new opportunities. I believe that personal style is a tool for self-expression and growth. I am excited to explore this topic further and share my journey on your platform. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, so to be completely honest, the more I dress for success per se, the more I care about the way I present myself, really does change the way people perceive me and their perception of who I am. People who never would have said hi to me come up and say hi.
I want to start dressing for my success because I believe personal style is a reflection of self-worth and confidence. When I dress with intention, it aligns my outer appearance with my goals and aspirations, allowing me to show up as my best self in every aspect of life. Dressing for success isn't about trends for me. It's about creating a personal image that empowers me, opens doors, and communicates who I am before I even say a word. This journey is about self-discovery, growth, and projecting the success that I want to achieve.
Why do I want to start dressing for success? That is a very good question. So, as a makeup artist, I've been a fashion lover for quite some time, and being that I and fashion work hand in hand with makeup, combining colors, schemes, patterns, and whatnot to, suit the makeup or to suit the fashion of whatever my client is wearing or whatever I'm wearing. So fashion has always been a statement for me. It has always been something I look forward to. And that's why I always try to dress for success. That I haven't been the most fashionable person, but I try to dress to suit my body type. As a plus size lady, it's never easy to, actually dress to fit your body size, because it's either something is too big or something is too small, or, your body doesn't really come out, your figure doesn't really come out well, So those are the kind of things that you have to pay attention to, especially when you're a plus size like me. So I'm always looking for ways to spruce up my style. I'm always looking for ways to, put my fashion forward. So when I step into a room, people, it's either heads are turning or people are like, "Oh wow, I love your outfit. Oh wow, you look so nice. Oh my God, you look very classy." Comments like that are actually things that I enjoy hearing, because I know that yes, I command the room. My fashion statement has commanded respect and it commands the room. So this is one of the reasons why I love dressing for success, because you can command the room, you can inspire people, you can do so many things with fashion, and looking like a success, looking successful is one of the things I always strive to do. So people actually take you seriously when you actually look like success. When you look like money, even though you don't got money, people will always give you that respect first before, they want to know anything about you. So yes, this is why I always want to dress for success.
Hola, mi nombre es Verónica Barón. Vi el proyecto y actualmente estoy interesada en participar. No sé si tal vez el inglés sea un impedimento, porque pues my English is basic now. Igual voy a enviar la respuesta porque quieres empezar a vestirte para tu éxito. Bueno, considero que empezar a vestirse bien crea buenas impresiones, y las primeras impresiones son muy importantes y son inmediatas, y esto influye en la apariencia que tú tienes. Puedo proyectar confianza y autoridad. El vestirme de manera adecuada ayuda a proyectar seguridad, liderazgo y confianza. También demostrar la preparación y dedicación, porque cuando yo empiezo a vestirme bien, al detalle se puede ver que estoy cuidando mi apariencia y así como cuido mi apariencia, puedo empezar a tener éxitos en otras cosas y empezar a ascender en labores o en proyectos o algún trabajo que se me asigne. Asimismo, el vestirse bien proyecta disciplina, proyecta compromiso con uno mismo. Si estoy comprometida conmigo misma, con mi imagen, cómo me veo, así mismo lo puedo hacer con otras cosas. Gracias y buena tarde.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed listening to what they had to say. Very interesting. Like I said, I come from a research background. I'm always curious to know what some people are saying. Not all the time. I like to have some breaks, but I just like to study people and kind of get the understanding of, what people are thinking, what they're doing, if their actions are matching up with what they're saying, the verbal and nonverbal communication. But if you want to grab your tickets for Play Up Your Fashion, Dress Your Success in Style for February 27th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can with the link in the description. This will be about an hour and a half. We may do 2 hours depending on how many people show up, but we're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be learning a lot. This is definitely ideal for anyone who is 25 and over and who has a visible presence, a digital footprint, or just the face of their business, or just a part of a company and you want to climb the ladder by, dressing the part and start opening the doors and start rubbing some elbows. I will really dive into the steps that you need to do so that you can strategize a lot better. There will be a lot of interactions. I'm a very interactive type of speaker and educator. So if you are ready to level up and stop having no style strategy, this is the educational training workshop for you. We're going to have so much fun. So grab your tickets. I look forward to seeing you and see you on the next episode. What would your success look like if you put more strategy into your personal style? Never thought about it? Don't worry, you're not alone. Fashion and style is a subject often talked about and shoved in our faces, but there's actually more that goes into dressing the part successfully than wearing the latest fashionable item or putting on what someone else has on, especially if your goal is to succeed and increase your opportunities as a business or a brand. In this virtual style workshop, Play Up Your Fashion, Dress Your Success in Style, you'll have personal style consultant at MIIEN Consultancy, Mikara Reid, break down how to start using your image to your advantage and for your success beyond the surface level question and phrase, what to wear or how to wear. As a mover and shaker, you put a lot of effort into developing your talent, logo, social media, and community network. But what about your personal appearance, aka your visual resume? With you as the face of your business or brand, it's important to keep building a solid reputation all around. In this specific area of branding yourself, visually is often ignored. So let's put an end to no style strategy and get you where you deserve to be. Grab your tickets to MIIEN's Play Up Your Fashion, Dress Your Success in Style with speaker Mikara Reid so you can start contributing to your success impact with your image.